There was once a city of immense wealth and splendor, thriving on the lucrative frankincense trade. But its glory was matched by its arrogance. The city, resplendent and gilded, stood as a testament to human achievement and hubris, a jewel in the heart of the harsh desert. Legend speaks of a prophecy, an ominous warning handed down through the generations foretelling the city's downfall. It was said that the day would come when the sands would rise and reclaim the city named Ubar, erasing its existence as a punishment for the sins of its people. The leaders and inhabitants, blinded by wealth and power, dismissed these forebodings as mere superstitions. But on a fateful night, as the city celebrated its prosperity with a grand festival, the earth trembled. The sands surrounding Ubar began to shift, stirred by a mysterious force. The city's residents watched in horror as the desert they had conquered turned against them. The ground opened, swallowing massive buildings and streets as the city descended into the bowels of the earth. In the midst of the chaos, a sole survivor, a young trader named Arif, managed to escape the cataclysm. He traversed the desert, driven by desperation and fear, carrying with him the tale of Ubar's demise. His account, dismissed as the ravings of a madman by some, became a legend, a cautionary tale about the perils of pride and the wrath of the unseen forces of nature. As years turned into centuries, the story of Ubar faded into myth. The once magnificent city was buried underneath layers of sand and mystery, its location lost to the world. Bedouin songs and stories kept the memory of Ubar alive, a ghostly city that haunted the Arabian Nights. This is the legend of the Atlantis of the sands. It stands as a thrilling testament to the mysteries of the past, where the lost city of Ubar, now shrouded in myth and intrigue, continues to beckon adventurers and treasure seekers, daring them to uncover its secrets hidden beneath the merciless Arabian sands. Now, the story of the Atlantis of the sands, or Ubar, begins with ancient texts and folklore. Rooted in Arab lore and Islamic tradition, the city is often associated with Iram of the Pillars, a place mentioned in the Quran. This city was said to be a prosperous center of trade, known for its opulence and moral decadence. Legends speak of its sudden destruction by a natural disaster or divine wrath, causing it to vanish beneath the sands, much like the Atlantis of Plato's lore. The idea of Ubar is not just a product of myth, it also finds mention in historical records. The city is believed to have been a hub for the frankincense trade, a vital commodity in the ancient world, particularly valuable in the Roman Empire and the wider Mediterranean region. The historical existence of a trade center in the harsh desert landscape of the Arabian Peninsula adds a layer of plausibility to the legend. Now, the location of Ubar has been a subject of debate amongst historians, archaeologists, and explorers. The Rub al-Khali, also known as the Empty Quarter, the vast desert covering much of the southern third of the Arabian Peninsula, is often cited as the most probable location. This harsh, uncharted wilderness has long been a barrier to those seeking to uncover the city's secrets. Interest in finding Ubar began to take shape in the early 20th century, fueled by the exploration stories of figures like Bertram Thomas and later Wilfred Thesiger. Their travels through the Arabian Desert brought back fascinating accounts of the Bedouin lifestyle and hints of lost cities buried in the sand. These narratives laid the foundation for the modern search for Ubar, igniting curiosity and speculation among both the scholarly community and the public. Now, we see a legend that has captivated imaginations for centuries. The story of Atlantis of the Sands, a blend of myth and historical mystery, sets the stage for an intriguing journey into one of the world's most formidable and mystifying landscapes. The quest to uncover Ubar, whether as a mythical city or historical truth, continues to challenge and inspire explorers and scholars alike. But the quest for Ubar took a significant turn with the advent of satellite technology. In the late 20th century, researchers began using satellite imagery to identify ancient caravan routes and potential archaeological sites in the Arabian Desert. This technology offered a new perspective on the landscape, revealing geological formations and patterns invisible to the naked eye. The potential of finding traces of long-lost settlements beneath the sand became a tangible possibility. The narrative then shifts again into the late 1990s, where the efforts of Nicholas Clapp, an American filmmaker and amateur archaeologist, reignited the search for Ubar. Inspired by the legends and armed with satellite imagery, Clapp assembled a team that included archaeologists, geologists, and NASA scientists. This team aimed to combine traditional archaeological methods with modern technology to uncover the truth behind the myth. The pivotal moment in the modern search occurred when Clapp and his team focused their attention on a site near the village of Shisur. Excavations here revealed the remains of an ancient fortress and a series of collapsed sinkholes. The structure of the site, along with its strategic location on ancient incense trade routes, led the team to propose that they had found the legendary city of Ubar, or at least a city that might have given birth to the legend. The claimed discovery at Shisur sparked a wave of excitement, but also controversy within the academic community. Some scholars were skeptical, arguing that the evidence was insufficient to conclusively identify the site as Ubar. The debate centered on the interpretation of the findings. While the site was undoubtedly an important ancient settlement, was it really the fabled Atlantis of the sands? The question spurred further research and exploration. Following the initial excitement of the Shisur discovery, the quest to understand Ubar expands both in scope and methodology. Archaeologists and historians start to look beyond singular sites, considering a broader regional context. This approach includes examining other archaeological sites across the Arabian Peninsula, potentially connected to the incense trade routes. The aim is to piece together a more comprehensive picture of the region's ancient history and trade networks. This part of the story highlights new discoveries made in subsequent years. Excavations in various parts of Oman, Yemen, and Saudi Arabia reveal additional settlements, fortresses, and artifacts that contribute to the understanding of the region's ancient civilization. These findings underscore the Arabian Peninsula's significance as a commercial and cultural crossroads in antiquity. But to follow up, ground-penetrating radar, advanced dating techniques, and improved satellite imagery enhance the ability to detect and analyze archaeological remains. However, the harsh desert environment, logistical challenges, and political complexities of the region present ongoing obstacles to the exploration and excavation. As researchers unravel more of the region's past, the story of Ubar becomes a lens through which to view broader cultural and historical themes. The role of trade, the importance of frankincense and myrrh, the architectural styles of ancient Arabian societies, and the environmental changes that shaped the region all come into focus. This comprehensive view challenges simplistic interpretations of the Ubar legend, suggesting a more nuanced understanding of the region's history. However, recently there has been a critical reevaluation of the Ubar legend in light of the latest archaeological findings. Scholars and researchers reflect on the significance of Ubar, not just as a potential physical location, but as a symbol of historical and cultural intrigue. The legend of Ubar, enriched by the discoveries and debates, emerges as a complex amalgamation of folklore, historical truth, and myth-making. All in all, over the last few decades, it seems that we've been inching closer and closer to discovering either the legendary Atlantis of the Sands, or whatever the Atlantis of the Sands may have been based off of. And the search for Ubar exemplifies humanity's relentless pursuit of knowledge and desire to uncover the secrets of the past. It demonstrates how legends and myths can captivate the imagination, spur scientific inquiry, and challenge our understanding of history. As our story of the Atlantis of the Sands concludes, it leaves behind a legacy that transcends the discovery of a lost single city. It symbolizes the ongoing quest for knowledge and the unending journey to understand our past. The legend of Ubar, whether it will ever be conclusively found or not, remains a powerful testament to the intersection of history, mythology, and the indomitable human spirit to uncover the truths hidden beneath the sands of time.